So Chomsky claps back at the haters. So he had a lot of haters recently talking about, how bro was in the Epstein files and finally decided to clap back. What I really love about this photo of Chomsky is, for the last few years, like 3 or 4 years, 6 or 7 years at this point, bro has been looking like he's like one gust of wind away from death. I would say no hate to Chomsky, but he did find himself in the Epstein file. So let's talk a little bit about that and the latest response that Chomsky's wife has had. People who aren't caught up on the lore. Obviously, the new Epstein files show bro is like super buddy with Jeffrey here. Bro flew on the Lolita Express. The most damning thing in the latest Epstein drop is old Chomsky doing PR. This was an email in 2019 being like, I've watched the horrible way you're treated in the press and public. It's painful to say, but the best way to proceed is to ignore it. In general, it's best not to react unless directly questioned, particularly in the current mood, which I presume will fade away, even if not in time to prevent much torture and distress. Hard to say, but that's the best advice I can think of. This was probably like the most damning shit about Chomsky in the files. Like, I remember like on Twitter, there was this one guy, some random guy who was like, Chomsky would respond to everyone's email, it's not a big deal that he's in the Epstein files, blah, blah, blah. And then like a day later, he had to do a retraction and he was like, guys, I'm formally sorry. When I made that tweet, I was not aware that Chomsky did PR for Epstein. What? Like, did you not see the thing everyone was talking about? Another thing in the Epstein files, by the way, that I found really interesting, this exchange about Chavez in Venezuela right here. So this was 2016. Jeffrey Epstein is yapping about Venezuela, Vuvuzuela, is it socialism? And here is Chomsky being like, Venezuela wasn't even remotely like socialism, completely directed from the top, and the entire set of private institutions was left untouched with only one exception. When the owners tried to shut them down and sabotage the reforms, the state took them over, crucially the oil industry. And so here we have old Chom, old gnome, doing the not real socialism line to his good friend Jeffrey Epstein. Such an interesting email because, for one, I mean, like, the first statement, right, completely directed from the top, is very much contradicted by the real experience of the Bolivarian Revolution. And like, this is from analysis by anarchists and libertarian socialists. One of the books I've been reading for my next video on Hugo Chavez is this book called We Created Chavez, and it basically talks about how like a lot of the Bolivarian Revolution and the political development in Venezuela was driven by regular everyday people, often activists, former guerrillas who took part in the guerrilla struggle, and that Chavez was only a product of that struggle, right? So it's a people's history of the Bolivarian Revolution. And the author, George Cicerilio Mejer, bro is a anarchist. He acknowledges that a lot of the developments in Venezuela were driven from the bottom up. Is Chomsky not aware of like Bolivarian circles, right? Is he not aware of the communal councils? Is he not aware of the communes? What is bro yapping about to Epstein? Chomsky has written about Venezuela, I think, but it's such a baffling email, especially considering just how factually wrong it is. A lot of the developments in Venezuela have also been bottom up, and also top down, but like, it's not only in one direction. Let me lock back in to how Chomsky's wife has responded to the hate. Chomsky clapping back at the haters. But TLDR, Chomsky's wife tries to do the, we were tricked. Epstein was just so smart and charming and he tricked us. Yeah, Chomsky's a renowned linguist and academic, but Epstein was just so charming, he tricked us and we didn't realize bro was a pedo despite his 2008 conviction. So they're doing the playing dumb card. And like, honestly, it's a little sad because he did suffer a severe stroke in 2023 and he can't really talk about it. As many are aware, my husband Chomsky, now 97, which is crazy how fucking old he is confronting a significant health challenge. He's currently under 24/7 medical care and is unable to speak or engage in public discourse. As it is widely known, one of Gnome's characteristics is to believe in the good faith of people. His overly trusting nature in this specific case led to severe poor judgment on our part. Oh my god, she's doing the Logan Paul. I have made a very severe lapse in judgment. But with fucking Jeffrey Epstein. And so she talks about how they met in a professional event. They did not know about his conviction, and that only changed after this. Keep this date in mind. November 2018 report by the Miami Herald. They only became aware of Epstein's pedophilia after this November 2018 report. May I bring people's back to the email from earlier where he's doing PR, right? Let's look at the date. Why is it that he's still doing PR in 2019 February? Like, what? I don't know, like, maybe he just didn't see the article or something, but like, something's not adding up in the Chomsky response clapback or whatever. Like, the dates are not adding up for me here, like, let's see. So Epstein, he was just so charming, he was a philanthropist of science. He was a financial expert. They began corresponding. He sent gifts and created opportunities. They were just good friends, they were good friends. And you should read, Noam's PR email in that context. So Epstein had claimed that he was being unfairly persecuted, and, Noam just responded from his own experience, right? right? And so Epstein lied, and Noam just believed in it. And so, this was all orchestrated, to have someone like Noam repairing Epstein's reputation by association. And so my thing, once again, is like, if this whole narrative is real, that, Noam was just unaware of Epstein's pedophilia until the November 2018 Miami Herald report, why the fuck was his PR email in 2019? Chomsky's like, guys, have you considered the context? And like, the context doesn't do anything to help. It's like, bro, you still sent him the PR email after the November 2018 report. So this is the apology tour. They're apologizing. They're saying, Epstein just tricked them. He was just so charming. Epstein was just so charming. Bro had to fly in the Elite Express. I don't know. I don't buy it. It's a little sad to see Chomsky's work tarnished by his really poor decision making of being friends with a pedophile. So that is that segment.